Get up, bestie. We got work to do. Hi. Hope you're doing great. I would like to talk to you about my poem, Lovely Life. I thought about doing Lovely Life, parentheses, I would love to be loved, or Young Hearts Run Free, or something like that, but I feel like that didn't really capture the Jenny Saquon essence, really, of what I was saying. So I just went with Lovely Life because I feel like that was simple, because I say it multiple times throughout the poem. So if you haven't seen it, go ahead and go watch it and then come back and let's talk about it. So I wrote this during a brief period of loneliness at night. I was just laying in bed and I was just like, I'm lonely. Never trust the midnight sadness. Never do it. If you don't like how you feel about your life randomly, like after like 9 p.m., you're just like really sad, overcome with all of it, go to sleep. That is your sign that you need to be going to sleep, all right? Go to God, go to therapy, go to the kitchen and eat. You might just be hungry. In my case, I was just sad, just randomly sad before I went to bed. It's probably my luteal phase or something like that. I don't know. But I was just like, something's gotta change. So I just wrote down how I felt and I made it more inspirational than I felt in the moment, because that's what I do. I give myself a pep talk immediately, even while I'm feeling sad. Because if I don't, I'll continue to ruminate and I'll continue to keep going and feel sad, and it'll just keep repeating in my mind, and I can't have that. I'm SpongeBob. SpongeBob is never sad for too long. So I do let myself feel the sadness, but the second it starts to feel like it's gonna overwhelm me, cut it. I need to start encouraging myself, changing my narrative and all of that. So that's what I did, and that's why it's much more uplifting than how I felt at the time. And I knew it was just going to be a temporary sadness. So I was like, okay, cool. Get up, bestie. We got work to do. So Lovely Life was partially inspired by Young Hearts Run Free by Candy Staton, about her abusive marriage and how she chose self-love and freedom over a love that did not really love her back. It's beautiful, I think, to rise like a phoenix out of the ashes of the fire that tried to destroy you. I found her story to be inspirational and beautiful, how she managed to pull herself out of it, and she chose herself. She chose freedom and self-love and self-expression, and to encourage her children not to end up like her, and for us not to end up like her. She said, young hearts run free, and I ran with that. I was also inspired by the growing sentiment that women should be decentering men in marriage in favor of pursuing our own freedoms and building our own lives, not making decisions based on a permanent, often hypothetical attachment to someone else, specifically a man. I was raised by a single mother, so I didn't really have an example that I could touch on as to what a healthy, loving two-parent household would look like until I was 20 years old and I moved in with a family. So I felt like I was always lacking this sort of experience that I felt like other people could go through. But at the same time, most of the people that I knew for most of my life did not have fathers in the home. If they were around, they were a baby daddy kind of situation, or they just were not present, or they weren't active, or the relationship was not healthy. It was never like the two-parent picket house and the fence and the dreams and the kids in the private schools, whatever. Like, I didn't get to see any of that. So I was 20 years old and I moved in with a family to be the nanny and everything. And I was like, oh my God, it's so safe. I was like, you guys are so weird. Like, what do you mean you're in a healthy marriage, your parents are in a healthy marriage, your parents are in a healthy marriage, your siblings are in a healthy marriage? Like, that was so not my world, and it was such a trippy experience, because I'm explaining to you, I'm like, yeah, this person I know ain't got no daddy, this person I know ain't got no daddy, this person I know ain't got no daddy. Like, because in my world, I'm like, you're weird, actually, for doing what you're supposed to do. I just thought that was like so strange to me, and now I can look at it and laugh how like fish out of water I felt. I shouldn't have felt that way. It was so normal to see a love that was loving. And I mean, I'm not gonna put their business out on the street, whatever, but they love each other. And it was nice to see a couple who saw each other as their love, and they would plan their lives together. They would have admin meetings. They're like, we're gonna sit down and we're gonna talk about the budget, we're gonna talk about the kids, we're gonna talk about vacations coming up, we're gonna talk about this and that and the third. Like, they full on planned their life together, and nothing happened by accident. It was all, let's pray and let's talk about this and let's do this, and that's beautiful. I freaking love that. I said, oh my God, this is what safety looks like. Oh, let me find out that this is how y'all be living over there on the other side. I might need one of these. And when I was younger, as many children do, I kind of like idolized my parents, and I would think that I would have, you know, what they would have like on TV shows. You know, Dora had 2 parents, even though she was running around here like an orphan. Dora was my stuff, okay? But she still had 2 parents, and she had like a healthy, loving family, whatever. And I'm looking at my family like, who around me is in a marriage? Who around me is in a healthy relationship? Because I'm pretty sure as my mother became more frank talking about her marriage with my father when he died when I was little, if he hadn't passed away, they would have gotten a divorce. So I feel like I probably would never have known how to recognize truly, or I wouldn't have a personal frame of reference, a healthy, loving, stable marriage if I hadn't seen it when I was 20 years old. But the fact that it took me until 20 to actually see that is baffling to me, and that's part of what informed this experience. Because I've never been in love or been in a real relationship before, so I don't have the clearest vision of what it might be like. Everything that I'm thinking is just like dreams and hypotheticals and just like planning and stuff, but I do have the experiences of the women around me to draw back on, or to draw from rather. Like my friends and my family have been in their share of relationships, so that's nice, but if I were to really take a tally and look around at everybody, it's really not looking great for us in the grand scheme of things. I ain't gonna hold you. But there's so many factors that go into love. It's not at all a super simple analytical thing. And I may got them HDs, but I'm very type A like my mother. I need to have a plan. I need to know step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4, and step 5. We're not skipping steps. I need to know the entire process. Love is something that's unpredictable, allegedly. So I'm trying to reconcile that with the fact that I feel like I have it all planned out, but I've got a lot of dreams. I've got like this ideal fairy tale-esque kind of vibe and vision in my head for what I want and expect it to be. So if it's not that, a little part of me is kind of scared that like, then am I still gonna like it? Am I still gonna be into it? Am I still gonna be the problem? So the closest that I've come to being in love or being in a real relationship was in the summer of 2022 when I had option A or option B. And option A didn't work out because that was his fault. Option B didn't work out because that was also his fault. I'm joking. But I wasn't compatible long term with either one of these people, so it never really worked out, and I was kind of bummed out because I felt like, dang, that was my chance to like see what it's all about. But that's not fair. That's like a little crazy. So I'm glad that I've taken the time away from dating to really just mature and grow and just take stock of what it is that I actually want for my life and how someone could fit into that. Like, where in my life would a relationship fit? I need to make sure that I have like that kind of space, because I was the kind of person where it would take over my entire life because I felt like I wanted it so badly. I could have ended up in a really messed up situation or really messed up whatever, despite heeding every warning, because I just wanted it so badly. And it's never good to be desperate. It's never good to be desperate, let me tell you. So I'm really glad that I was taking the time away to mature and to grow and to really find myself, and I'm much more secure, I'm much more confident, and I feel good. Now, I don't know if this particular piece is gonna make it into my portfolio. I still, for some reason though, it could just be the ADHD perfectionism in me that feels like it's not quite good enough, but I'm proud of it nonetheless. I'm excited to have shared my work like that. I wrote the poem a while ago, and I just, as I do with everything, just kept it in the vault, but I was like, no, I have to share this with the world, so I've given it to you. I honestly hope that someone hears it and identifies with it. I hope that a male-centered young woman hears it and goes, you know, maybe. And I hope that I will have planted a seed of hope within her that, hey girl, you do not have to be obsessed with these N-words. You really don't. You really don't. Take stock. I hope that I will have planted the seed of change in her heart, you know? I don't hate men, they're just people. I don't hate anybody, but I strongly advise women not to make your whole life a man or a relationship or whatever it is. Never make your whole life about one specific thing, because if that one specific thing fails you, you'll feel like you have nothing else, and that's just a terrifying way to live. So as much as I want to experience love and companionship and relationships and such like that, I do still want to build and create my own life that I can be proud of, because I'm the only one up in here. It's just me, despite it definitely seeming like it's multiple people. It's just me. So at the end of my life, I want to be able to look back and go, I did that. I looked cute. I was fabulous. I lived well. Amen. And go. I want it to be a pleasant experience. So writing is a major interest of mine, and through this series I'm really excited about sharing my work and sharing my interests. I have so many ideas. I've got poems and stories and songs and articles and shows and movies in my head, and everybody's itching to get out of here. I talk more about this and I share a few more of my poems on my Substack, so go ahead and subscribe and follow and all of that jazz. It's linked in the description box so you can see and really read my thought process. I'm probably gonna go into more detail because I do find it somehow easier to type things up rather than to sit here and talk at my phone. I think it's because I have a better chance of articulating myself properly because I have the time to sit down and type and write. So it's me and my computer against the world, really. I'm not as well versed in poetry as I would like to be. I do read poetry, but I feel that I could always get better. I could always take inspiration from a variety of places. So if you have any poems or poets that you really like, go ahead and comment below. I'm going to be looking for more to really embrace that side of myself, because rhyme and alliteration are my two favorite literary devices, and I know I need to get better at that. And I have a lot of analogies and metaphors and allegories. That kind of thing comes very easy to me, but when it comes time to actually like tell the story, to actually write the thing down, crickets. Blank. So yeah, some inspiration would be great. If you know anybody, comment below. Thank you. So yeah, that's all about A Lovely Life. I hope that you enjoyed the poem. I hope you enjoyed the article. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you stick around. Okay, love you. Mwah. Bye.